around and being animated. So lots of this kind
That's the
of
first rule of animation in general on doing sprite art. Don't look too closely. Just
yeah.
kind of go with it. Looks on it on a rough scale and see if it kind of looks okay. Just continue, and it will probably be good enough. And I also realized that's a lot of with all kind of sprite art, even with map graphics. Don't look too closely. If I would just try to make the cliff tiles perfectly, it's just an unsolvable problem. Because there's like so many ways how you can combine them, and sometimes it might just look a bit imperfect, but it still works.
Yeah.
And I knew this pose would be able. I could do this one quickly. Back
It's really
poses
just
are always your friend. They're the easiest.
not sure if Tefri would agree when thinking about the buffalo enemy.
Oh yeah, the back pose of the buffalo was actually kind of troublesome.
But for enemies like the Frobbit or the Hedgehog, probably
Hedgehog.
the Hedgehog. Again, being creative with names.
Mm-hmm.
Our specialty.
It's just, I don't know, it's still much better than what I did for Felsobor. Oh my god. Mr. Uroto.
Yeah, I remember. These enemy names, they were okay. It's all cool.
I think the enemy names were more like the characters were kind of stupid.
Yeah, characters were like Kento, Kibon.
Kibon or Thibon. Nobody knows how to
I
pronounce
was
it.
always call him Saiban.
Saiban, what?
Saibon.
He's from cyberspace.
I think actually Genyu was a cool name in Soko too.
Genyu?
Felsis obviously was
A good name, right?
For Hannah.
Yeah. Actually, he got his name from Felsabor, not the other way around. So
Oh,
it
right.
was we came up with his name for Felsabor, and he just took it for his nick in some places at least. As far as I know. I'm not sure if Hannah was involved. I think probably he helped creating the name. So I really like this back post. God damn it! It's just such a plop.
I like it too.
So that's like more or less the basic pose of our new enemy. And I guess the next step would be to add animations and all this kind of stuff. How should it attack and whatnot. The good thing is once you have like the basic pose done, animations usually go more quickly. At least to my experience, because you can just copy and edit. And so these poses usually take the longest time. And just add a bit here, and I just can't stop polishing again. So yeah.
Ted just said, I hope you will honor your enemy names probably in the credits. Should we? Like, currently our credits are the most straightforward thing ever. Like, just a list of people.
Yes, the straw poll. Exactly. So, just quickly saying that now we should think about what we're gonna draw next time. And I think, what options do we have? We have the hedgehog sandwich, obviously. We always have the hedgehog sandwich. And then there was some other suggestion.
Squid.
Yeah.
Squid now and Kid now.
Now I'm a kid, I'm a squid now, a kid now, or whatever. And so that's the second option. And we can continue with our like Ace Attorney series crossovers. The idea was originally that we have a whole courtroom with CrossCode characters. So we got the lawyer layer, and then we got like the Egyptian Mr. Freeze as a defense. Watch, not defense, the prosecutor. Or what's called. And then maybe we have the Captain Jet as the
judge.
As the judge, yeah. Or at least one idea. So if you want to have this continued, you can vote for this too.
How long will the game be? In the Armor Reddit, you said around 15 hours, and I already spent 8+ hours in exploration. Wow, well, that's a lot of time. Yeah, we plan for 15 hours, like just going through the story. We on purpose, like purposely increased the playability inside the exploration area right now, but it's going to be reduced once we got Bergen Trails and Rookie Harbor connected, probably, and story involved in everything. So the content there will be reduced, so you actually have will not play that much in this area, and the time will more spread around these areas.
Maybe you should wait before we remove the content that people can play right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, the game the final game will not be separated into different modes. It will be one start game, or new game, or log game.
Yep.
But currently, something that a lot of people obviously want, and which would probably help, is a teleportation feature. So you can always go back to areas, right?
Like in Xenoblade.
Like in Xenoblade, right? Like exactly. So it's going to be easier to get from one area to another. That's like a really cool thing about CrossCode. Like we have this map system, right? And we can just say, all right, you can go to this map right now. Of course, you can't just teleport to any map, but there will be way markers and special points inside areas where you can like teleport to. Like one at the beginning of the area and one at the end and in between some. The usual, I would guess. That was story mode only, I think. Exploration mode and puzzle mode is just so we could show off the different phases of CrossCode. There's story, there's puzzle, there's exploration. And because the story mode, actually after the story mode finishes, there's going to be kind of like the puzzle mode. This is where you will get...
Yeah, it's essentially...
There's going to be a scene in the middle.
Yeah. Yes, and you will arrive at Rhombus Square, and you may imagine that Rhombus Square is actually kind of like a bit work, and it's a lot of graphical work. That's actually why we kind of put this a bit later. We wanted to focus on more like the basic meat of the game, like having new areas that you can walk around in before we start creating graphics for Rhombus Square.
Yeah. Because it's kind of what we always all did for our RPG Maker games, like only going forward and not preparing for different areas. Maybe like searching for a nice tile set that we liked, and that would be nice for this area. But for CrossCode, we like wanted to try to go
at
ahead.
Lesser, like there is already a generic Hexacast concept art. You saw that one, right? But okay, I mean, if people vote for it, we can do it. Just looking at the poll right now. So.
Yeah, I'm going...
In fact, let me just open the generic Hexacast. And people just...
why is something Ace Attorney? Why not Egyptian Mr. Freeze Prosecutor?
Yeah. That's probably very biased, this poll.
Yeah, I see lots of people are liking Splatoon. I actually didn't brought a game.
Nope. You didn't? Okay.
No, I think I would spend too much time, and I already have Smash. And just right now,
like
they
the
released
now,
like
Squid
3
now
new
thing,
characters.
unfortunately, is like an animation GIF, so that's gonna be...
What, Squid now?
Yeah, the people actually requested a GIF, so what we need to do is make...
What? Where's a GIF? I don't see a GIF.
Animation, I mean, that's what the Watcher Perk question asked for, at least. To create a GIF animation of Leia turning into a
pixel
squid.
art. Not a drawing, but a pixel art.
Yes, a pixel art, I think. We can do that. I can try at least. I just need a reference though. But first I'm gonna open graphics. Nope. Graphics, concept art, character, not crossovers, classes, hexacast. Like this was supposed to be like the generic hexacast. At least one of the concepts. I mean, there's also like these drawings we have. And I mean, we can just draw another hexacast. That's also an option, I guess, if people vote for it. Okay. Just gonna peek. I vote for Ace Attorney because
Yeah, I did too. I did too.
but I want Squid now, Kid
I
now.
really want to see a Jet Judge.
Jet, yeah. With
The
the
Jet
same
Judge.
perspective from below and everything.
Yeah, of course,
That
of
would be
course.
awesome. Yeah.
It should be all the same. Maybe there should be a prosecutor that's like always failing. Maybe Sergey. Maybe right, like the one that you always have your first case against.
But I would like to have Egyptian Mr. Freeze a prosecutor because
Yeah, I mean that would be the awesome, the good.
oh, so we can have multiple prosecutors. We could continue this. Like, what was this guy with the coffee name? The coffee prosecutor.
Gordo.
Goddo.
Gordon. Something like that.
Ace Attorney. Goddard.
Goddard, genau.
Because we can essentially use that as a reference for Egyptian Mr. Freeze because he also has like this video over the head, so that just fits perfectly.
As we can see, your opinion based on Squid Now, Kid Now will be completely ignored.
No,
For the generic hexacast design, we are going to do.
No, we are not. I'm not. Yeah, I will listen
I
to
really
the
like
people
this
first.
coffee pose where he like thinks.
Yeah, we would just propose this like every freaking stream until somebody votes for it.
Alright, yeah.
And then eventually we're gonna hijack the vote, and then we just gonna draw it. Yeah, this character is awesome. But I guess
Of
today
course, he has
it's
a very, very deep and sad background story.
Yep. Squid Now, Kid Now layer. Let's update. I guess nothing changed. Okay, gonna Google a reference. Does somebody has a great reference for Kid Now, Squid Now? I'm not all too familiar with that. Can't even write Squid. No, you meme. Help me.
No, Yuinshan just said he just wants a Kid Now, Squid Now. He doesn't means a pixel art.
Oh. Yeah, like creating a GIF from a drawing is actually difficult. I could try it, but not gonna can't promise if it looks good. I actually would rather do a drawing anyway than pixel art because pixel art's kind of more exhausting.
Yeah, I kind of have to say I don't even knew that this was a meme or something. As I said, I don't play Splatoon.
The fuck? Okay. Oh my gosh, Splatoon and Minecraft. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need a good reference of some animation. If somebody have, would help a lot to just get this.
You don't need to make an animation.
So what am I supposed to do? Just
You just draw Lear in the style of a Splatoon kid, Squid.
All right, sure.
That's what people. Am I right?
I guess so.
Eurenstein? That was what you suggested.
Okay. Sure. Good. Okay, then I just need a Splatoon generic character design. Still need that reference though. Doop. Actually, the character design kind of matches to layer, I think. I would just take the most popular one here. The beat-up. Okay, that's gonna be interesting, actually. So, let's make a weird crossover.
Now I understand. What you mean is that you basically have one picture
Ah,
where Leah's like a kid, and then another picture where she's a squid, and you just uh, switch between them for
okay,
GIF.
sure. Yeah, I can do that, I
That
guess.
sounds doable.
Yeah. So, but still, I will make a layer with this kind of squid design then, I guess. Because it's kind of cool because she also has like this long hair, so I can just use exactly the same idea for layer. That's actually pretty cool. So I will do that. Um, okay. Don't make it too large. Yep. Here. Okay. Gotta open. So, reference. Let's take the old reference. The beat up.
People are talking about Splatoon now. I don't like it. You better talk about the newest addition to Smash. We got the Ryu, we got the Dragon Punch.
Yeah. I guess
The
Splatoon just
fireball.
wins right now.
I'm going to play this character so much. Like like Smash is this game where you just like float in the air, right? And you don't do combos and everything, but you just smash around the characters. And basically, they tried to adapt these changes into the Street Fighter character, and they really did it well. Like,
Yeah, by holding the buttons and all that, right?
yeah, you can hold a button to make a different attack, and you can even combine low attacks into high attacks into medium attacks. And it's like, what?
Okay.
You can actually make the Hadouken motion and create a fireball, a stronger version of the fireball, which is pretty amazing.
It's interesting, really.
Yeah, I mean, in Smash, I never and also like he has 2 final smashes. That's the first. And I really hope that I'm really eager to see the next character or the final character. I'm not sure, but as far as I understood it, this will be the character the community decided on.
Oh, so I think those are not the by the community that they have.
No, Roy was basically like Roy is. I think they basically took Marv and made a bit of cloning.
So you think like nobody wanted Roy back in the game?
No, I think lots of people like Roy, and Lucas is obviously a clone with some differences, I think. But overall, he plays a lot like Ness, like with the rescue move and everything. I'm not a Ness player, so I don't know, but Ryu's like really a different kind of character that really adds some new perspective into the whole Smash thing. I'm actually wondering how this affects like the professional community, where they if they allow Ryu as character, because he seems very strong, very technical, but very strong.
God damn it. Just looking for another reference image. That one is good. Okay.
Like a friend of mine already said, like he can imagine how we are playing against each other, and it's just like, sure you can, sure you can,
All
sure
the
you can,
time.
sure you can, all the time. It's like with a short backslash, backslash, a
Backslash.
vision. Oh boy, I really like how the popularity of Shulk increased with Smash.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
The character really
He's such a
deserved it. Though, I
he
mean, the,
really
the actual character is actually much deeper than what people just know from him.
yeah he's just
He's just this corny, I'm really feeling it. You know,
yeah he's just a Monado boy, but
yeah.
actually there's
He's
some
actually such an awesome character in the game, but yeah, whatever.
yeah like he's still a tropey character like um
Yeah, I mean, he of
but he has
course.
some very cool twists.
Yeah, he has some twists, and I just like the whole nerdy side of his character. It's kind of played kind of subtly, like you don't see it immediately, but when you see it in the details, like the item descriptions, you see all the items, all the collectibles you have in Xenoblade, they're like commented by some of the characters, and you always know which character commented on them. And
Yeah.
you see like that Shark always takes the very scientific, nerdy names. And that's what I just like.
Yeah, I think there is no real hoo-ha anymore in Smash since they nerfed Diddy. Like, you can still do it. I'm not sure about customs, though. I don't have many customs for Diddy. I don't really like him. He's like an ape. Why should I play the little ape when I can play the Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kang? Like Donkey Kong has this like funny taunt where he just looks into the camera and makes like, I don't know, man, what happened? And I like to do that every time I kill someone with him.
I'm just going to copy a post that I see here because I'm lazy. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, right. I think so too. That some counters are broken. Like Shulk has such a long and strong counter move. Like the first time you use it, you can basically wait for Ganondorf to make his a simple smash attack. You can just at the start of his smash attack do the vision, and you will smash him away. And I really like. Or rolling inside the enemy and then doing it back, doing like that slash in the back of the enemy. Oh, I like that. Live and Learn. Yeah, I like the song, man. Every time I play with friends online, I take the Sonic stage just to listen to these trashy Sonic songs because, man, they're so awesome. Live and Learn, Sonic Heroes, all those songs.
Yeah, it's true. They are amazing.
They're kind of like these.
They're
They're
freaking
actually
cheesy,
bad,
but they're awesome.
they're so like what did you say?
Cheesy.
Yeah, they were like cheesy and but also like catchy, and you're just
Yeah,
like
of course. It always usually comes hand in hand. Like cheesy stuff.
yeah,
Like stuff that's very cheesy can be very catchy too.
I can't even. Actually, shields are not everlasting. When I use Shulk Buster, your shield is not everlasting. Also, what's I actually like about Smash that it's not fully balanced. So there are some cheesy, and especially with custom moves, there are some very unique combinations at how you can make a character very strong. Like in the professional community, there's like with custom Rosalina move, Rosalina gets so good,
Okay.
and I actually like that because it's interesting how the players try to find a way to defeat these kinds of custom moves and try to find a way around it and training special characters for certain matchups. And it's just like this meta game, right? Like there are also like very high end techniques, like perfect pivot, where you just like kind of cancel out of your dash and stuff like that. And I mean, I play Smash for fun. I also like to do some technical stuff. That's why I play Short, because I think he has a lot of potential. And also he has the backslash. And he's really feeling it.
Yeah, for sure. He always does.
Yeah, I just know what you wanted to say, but we mustn't be careless. Look at the time.
Yeah, it's not Shark time. It's Ryan time.
It's Ryan time.
He just straight out took that catchphrase from Ryan and gave it to Shark. It's kind of cheating, right?
Yeah, well, I wanted to have this kind of funny thing in him.
But if they're gonna add Ryan eventually, they have to, and then Ryan should take away this sentence from Shark, and I don't know.
Looking good, Shulk. I just this was the best thing about Xenoblade. when you fought, it was like they never stopped talking.
They just can't shut up. They always have to talk.
They couldn't just shut up and fight. They had to talk all the time.
It's kind of like a thing about Japanese games, which tends to get annoying, unfortunately. But yeah, that's just how it is.
I was at a certain point. It was just like meme material for me. It was just like funny and kind of part of the game. So
the thing is, it's actually not so bad if you're playing it yourself. But if people are around you listening to this, it gets really annoying for them.
Yeah, that's true.
And I realize this. You have the same issue with Wake Up Profile because they always say the same thing over and over again. They just can't stop talking. And I was playing it. I just thought it's cool, but some people started complaining. I mean, can't these characters already start shutting up? I mean, it's always the same thing.
Yeah, I never got really tired of that, especially in Grandia, in the first title. Like every time you made a special attack, they would like shout out special attack, right? The usual. And I never got tired of it. I thought it was like super epic at the time.
Yep. Again, for me, I think it makes it different if you play it or if you just listen to it.
Yeah, true.
Like in the background, I think it might be annoying. So, I think it works actually. Leah as a Splatoon character works really well.
Yeah, I think it's because Splatoon has very easy colors and like these little.
It's because there are a lot of small girls in there, and Leah is kind of like a small girl. Kind of sort of.
There are also guys in the game.
Really? But they're not very prominent.
Like,
or like small kids then. Oh god, you see some fan art here. Oh god. No. That was bound to happen. It's squids. Oh shit. Just the arm is still too long. Why is the arm too long? Ah. I have to add some kind of cannon. What color should it be?
Oh, Grandia 2 is coming up on Steam.
I'll make it green. Because
that's actually cool, but I want Grandia 1. I think Grandia 2 is cool. I know Felix likes it because of the navigation and the combat.
Combat was cool. They really understood how to do awesome 3D cameras, I think.
Yeah, I agree on that too. I don't like anything else on the game, but I like how the combat worked.
The combat
Everything
was
in
cool.
the game was just like trying to make a game as good as the first one, but it was shorter, had less skills. Like it had a very small amount of skills, and I thought like, man, this kind of is lazy. It felt like really, really cheap. The game itself felt really cheap to me.
Okay.
Not the combat. The combat was okay. The third one was okay too. The combat in the third one, but the story in the third one was it was a cheesecake, man. It was the cheese itself.
You played the third Grandia.
Yeah,
Okay.
PlayStation 2.
Never
And
even-
but it looked cool. It looked like for the time it was very, very. It obviously had no anti-aliasing, but it looked very high polygons, and it looked actually pretty cool. And sadly, and they even had a word map. Sadly, there wasn't much to do on it, but
Okay.
you could fly around in a plane, and it was kind of cool. It was kind of like I imagined a 3D Terranigma would be.
Oh, 3D.
Like if you're listening, Square
Ah.
Enix,
3D
like
Terranigma.
I would eternally love you if you make a remake of Terranigma with like this perspective like we have, just 3D. Go do it.
Yeah, probably better.
People will buy it.
I mean, that's something that people I think should really do more often. Doing 3D games, but not with these let's zoom in there perspective, but just keeping the distance like it used to in old times. Because
Yeah,
some
right.
have this kind of distance perspective. Of course, things look less epic, but it plays better most of the time. It's just easier. So
Yeah, you can make like epic zooms for special text like we do, right?
yeah, exactly. So that's something you still can do, but it's not like having always this zoomed in into characters. Um, like a Link Between Worlds, essentially. I mean, they had it. They had like the old perspective with 3D, and that worked really well, I think. So they should do this more often.
Actually, there was a successor to Terranigma, right? The Grand Stream Saga.
Yeah, but that
But it
one
wasn't.
was yeah, it was okay-ish, but characters had no faces.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play it.
I actually played it. For some reason, I had it. I didn't even realize that was the successor of Terranigma until much later.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like a spiritual successor,
Yeah,
of
like
course.
Terranigma and Illusion of Time, essentially. Or Illusion of
No,
Gaia.
Terranigma to Soul Blazer.
Soul Blazer.
Yeah,
But
Soul
Illusion,
Blazer is like the first game, then Terranigma, and then Grand Stream Saga.
but Illusion of Time is not.
Illusion of Time is not part of the saga.
You mean they are connected in a way from the plot?
I know. I think it's the same like idea, but you could also say Actorizer is kind of this game where you like help the society, the evolution.
Oh. Okay. I think it was just games from the same studio, really. So they are not
Yeah,
really.
it was from the same studio, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't think they're really connected otherwise. That much. Oh god damn it, Photoshop! What's your issue? I gotta save and restart Photoshop. I don't know. It's just getting very slow right now. Layer Splatoon.
It was a game from a studio in NX called Quintet. Maybe that's what you mean, because they did Actorizer, Soul Blazer, Actorizer 2, Illusion of Gaia, and these all were kind of games were about evolution and stuff like that.
Yep.
So that kind of makes sense, yeah.
So that's why, like, some of them have never been released in America. So
Terranigma? Yeah, that's true.
Terranigma at least, but though that's just speculation. Really, we don't know why.
Maybe some people in chat know more about that.
Hmm.
Because I'm not really sure about details, but I'm pretty sure that Soul Blazer is the first in the iteration. Illusion of Gaia came out before Terranigma.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm sure of.
Yeah, for certain. It was the second game of that company, at least. Okay, next year they did also other games.
No.
They
The
did
first game they
Arcrizer.
did was Actorizer.
Yeah, exactly.
That was their first game. Or was it? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But
I
I
just know
know
they
it's
also
the
did
first game I played from them. That much I'm sure.
Okay.
Then I played Illusion of Gaia, or it's called Illusion of Time in Europe. And after that, I played Terranigma. No, I think I played Terranigma and then Illusion of Time.
Really? Okay.
And it was like at the time everyone was saying like, "Oh, Secret of Mana is like so cool," and I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool," but I like Terranigma more because in that game I can like jump and like bash the enemies and everything is real time, like real time. I don't have to wait. I can just attack when I want to,
Yeah, okay. Some
and that
people,
was
but
awesome.
Secret of Mana was still awesome though. In its
Yeah, it
way.
was definitely. I really liked. I played the game through the game sometimes, and after a while, I noticed. Wait, you can actually level up magic, and
Mm.
if you level it up enough, then the animation changes, right? And like my
Mm.
mind just was like, what? Especially with the fire dragons. I was like, oh man, this looks so awesome. Sadly,
Mm.
this was also the moment when I noticed how broken magic was. And when I just played through the game very fast and was just magic spamming everything.
Yeah, magic was really overpowered.
Yeah. It was kind of a bit stupid because you were running through the game, opening the menu, doing magic. So you would always come to a halt, go to the menu, select your magic, use it, and you would do it again. Especially if you speedrun. I attempt to speedrun the game a couple of times. Never was really good at it. I heard that you can play through Terranigma in 3 hours, which I find, well, very surprising. Especially since there are some bosses that are very tedious.
Mm.
If you don't have a high level, then you're just doing one damage point to them.
Yeah, like this one at the lab, right? This
In the lab,
machine.
no, the lab actually not that much. The queen in
Oh
the
yeah,
Spanish.
the queen. Actually, we had this problem when we played the game. I think we had that it just it took one damage for some reason.
Yeah, it was because we weren't leveled
Maybe
enough.
you can
It's
use
just
magic to help that.
no, you can't. You do the same amount of damage because your damage,
Oh shit.
your magic damage is based on your attack damage or something
Okay,
like
now
that.
should I add this kind of black outline around the eyes? Is that common in
Yeah,
Splatoon?
definitely. That's part of every.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try.
Oh, I still need to do make something to eat,
You should eat before the stream. That's usually a good idea.
but I wasn't hungry then.
Oh man. Now she looks like he's wearing a mask. That's so weird. It's fun. These kind of crossovers is actually really fun.
Oh, it's Actorizer, Soul Blazer, Illusion of Time, Terranigma, and Actorizer 2 and Grand Stream Saga in between. So they are part of the series. Flare Shot just answered this
Oh yeah,
question.
Flashshot is an expert on this matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go, guys. That's the timeline. So if I put it in a timeline, it's Actorizer, then Soul Blazer, then probably Actorizer 2,
Hmm.
then Illusion of Gaia, and then Terranigma, and then Grand Stream Saga.
Mhm.
Right? Right.
And fucking
Yeah,
Tracer 2
Terranigma
and
is
Grand
the
Stream
best
Saga.
game. Like
Yep.
you don't even know.
It's very good.
Yeah. Like every year I play through it.
Okay.
Every
Actually,
year.
I want to play it again sometime soon as well. I kind of feel like it.
It's just like just for the music sometimes, right? You can just for the music play it.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
the music
I
is
really like how you actually build up civilization in this game. It's just in the way how you can see how the world develops. I think I really love that about this game. Especially
yeah.
how you
And
how you support the creation of fast food chains.
yeah, that's really good.
That's so.
Or how you help Thomas Edison to invent the light bulb.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the cool thing is you don't need to do that. You can just say fuck it. I'm just going to kill everything. everything that stands in my way. But there was also like this subtext sometimes where you had a quest about a guy that was saying, "Hey, I'm missing my girlfriend," and in the end, she was like a reborn mermaid or something,
Mm-hmm.
and she was giving you her wedding ring or something, and you were returning to the guy, and the guy would just disappear. He was dead too. He would just. Well, it was like I didn't notice at first. It was just a quest for me, but then at some point I noticed like, oh my god, there's meaning to this. And this whole like light arc and dark arc thingy is also pretty cool.
Though that was really confusing at me at the time, and I wonder if how much this is actually thought through.
Yeah, at when I was a small bugger, I was actually very confused by it. I didn't understand it, but now I do think I understand it.
That's why I want to play it again too, to see if how much this is actually really thought through. Because maybe I just didn't understand it at this time.
It's also something that's really cool about the game. The first game actually the only game I know right now that did this. Maybe there were other games. When you were in the underworld, right? You know that like Mode 7 does this thing where it just like
It's like inverse from the other world
yeah,
maps.
it's invert, and it was like I didn't understood it the first time I played it, right? Like why was it so strange? Why is it going up, right? But then the third or second time I played through it, I was like, oh my god, I'm inside the earth. That's where I'm inside the ball, and oh my god.
I
It's
think
so
I kind of
small.
understood that, but I'm not really sure. I think I kind of got that you were inside of the world. But it's this very interesting idea, definitely.
Yeah. It was like cool how they reflected this in the overworld with these two characters that looked like the two Melias, or how they were called.
Yep.
With Stockholm. This is why I remember Sweden.
Yes, there was actually Stockholm in this game. It just, I mean, a lot of other cities were just made up, but Stockholm was just there, just Stockholm. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have any trademark problems with just mentioning Stockholm. I don't know.
I remember Germany just being a town.
A town? I
But
mean, wasn't it more
but
like French?
yeah, no. They got French was like a port city, and
No,
the
that was
Spanish
Spain.
castle. Yeah, that was also
I think.
France. They were
Oh,
combined in this world.
oh yeah, but I mean, Germany felt more like a French city. At least the music and everything, it was just very French. There was this castle though, which kind of felt more like it was German. Yeah, it's hard to say. It was like a strange mixture, but it wasn't really accurate word history, obviously. But it kind of tried to get this feeling that you're developing the word that we know. And I also loved how when you get into the east and then you just find Neo Tokyo, and it's just is so amazingly developed. But also like this Chinese city, I really like the atmosphere from the Chinese cities.
Yunkou, I think was
Yeah,
the.
could be, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
the
know
name.
what you
It was
mean.
just like the generic Chinese city. And I like the music and the feeling, and the graphics and everything. And of course, like when you get into the desert and then you find these kind of nomads
No, mate. Yeah.
with the awesome music.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, like the music was so.
I know.
It was like so accurate and so fitting all the time.
Yep.
And I remember when you were walking through the zombie town,
Oh yeah.
Yangtze, I think, like that was like so scary at the time for me.
Yeah, I
It's like
also thought that was
so,
really scary. They really nailed the atmosphere.
yeah, they really did. Like I like it was like so cool. Like you walked into this town, it was like a normal town, and then you wake up and suddenly the music changed, and everywhere there were just slow walking enemies and
Mm. And enemies which heads flies off and were flying towards you. If you think about it, it was really trashy, but at the time it really impressed you.
yeah, I think it was like what? Never listen to the music in this town at night when you walk through the park.
Yeah.
General bad idea. So Squid layer is coming along nicely, I see.
Yup. I really like how the design merge. It's they're merging quite nicely, I think. I probably should work on the gun a bit. That one is really rough.
I think it's okay. Wow, there are thousands of people on the Bethesda Twitch channel, and it's 5 hours before the conference. Bethesda. I guess it's about Fallout. I think they're making Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't know, man. I don't play much Bethesda games.
But you know, like Bethesda's the big inspiration for monolith software for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Maybe the modded versions of their games. Maybe Morrowind, but not certainly not the later games because they're like more like buggy. And maybe they see the good in these kinds of ideas, right? Like this open world and
Yeah.
exploration
And they
and
definitely took some inspiration from that when they created
yeah,
Xenoblade.
definitely.
So you can see
That's
that.
okay. Though I think Xenoblade does a better job at making an area look interesting than Skyrim, for instance.
I have never played Skyrim, so it's hard to say. But from what I hear, that it's not generic. It's like hand tuned, and I definitely know that they created a very nice, interesting world in Xenoblade. I mean, I always say like it's a better Final Fantasy XII in that sense.
Yeah. Final Fantasy XII had this. The Danmaska East
Yeah.
area was like the most boring thing ever.
Yes, I don't know. Like it was, the idea was good. Like in principle, you had very interesting designs, but then it just kept repeating those, and the work became very boring very quickly.
Mm. And the game was broken in a way that actually they intended for the combat to be something different. Like every larger animation, if you like, for instance, you have a strong fire magic and a strong ice magic, and you want to cast them one after at the same time.
Hmm.
You can't do that because the PlayStation 2 can't handle the amount of animations. So what they
What?
did is they kind of code these attacks, which led to a problem because you couldn't really create cool combos, and everything was slower than it could have been.
Okay.
So if they, like, for instance, would have made it so that everything was happening at the same time, they would probably create a faster combat system, and I would be more inclined to play the game again because it actually is a good game and it made a lot of fun to play it, and it had good textures, right?
For
Like
the 12,
textures,
yeah. Okay.
yeah, Trevor had good textures and actually a kind of good story. I didn't think so the first time I played it, but now it's okay. I think it's a good story.
I know,
Maybe
it's like
it's a
when I
more
played it,
grown up story.
yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. It was more ground up. I really liked this fact that it tried to make the world more believable and everything, but the characters were kind of flat in the end. I mean, they were kind of like too serious. And having two serious characters is kind of.
Yeah, I mean, Baltier wasn't that much of a serious character.
Yeah, he was like one of the view characters which were more interesting, but kind of, I don't know. Um, he was less surprising over in the end, I think. Kind of. in the end, he wasn't
Huh?
even all that interesting. I think, at least it's.
Yeah, because he got much screen time. Instead, a much more not interesting character got screen time.
I mean, like Van, or
Yeah, Van. Like, I don't understand why this guy got so much screen time.
he was like generic Final Fantasy protagonist or something.
Yeah, and he didn't even had anything to do, right? Like his only in was that his brother was supposedly killed by Bash,
KK.
and
So.
that got resolved so fast.
Mm.
Same with how was the girl called? Panoply? I think so.
Okay, now I'm gonna draw a squid. I need a squid. The.
Splatoon Squid, Google Splatoon Squid.
Mm-hmm. It's kind
I
of.
think.
Oh yeah.
Um, what are your favorite characters in Final Fantasy XII, Felix?
Um. I think it was the one we were talking about. I'm really.
Baltier?
But yeah, I guess he was pretty much
Yeah,
my favorite character. I
I
think.
would say. I would
Of.
say.
Or this from
Yeah.
what was this game? Characters whose name we were shouting out to get attention from Ronsenberg.
Ronsenberg?
Bash.
Kimari.
No, Bash.
Also Bash, yeah.
We're talking about.
Bash, like I
I
like
talking
Bash
about
too.
Final Fantasy in general, or what?
No, no, no. I was talking about 12.
Okay. I
So
think
yeah,
Bash was kind of interesting too, I thought.
I would say so too. I think Baltier, Bash, and then obviously the protagonist, the real protagonist of the game, Ashe or Ash, because obviously the story was about her at least in the beginning, right? It was
Yeah, that's true.
it's her story. It's her way to become to resolve the
Wait,
matters
what? What? Oh, it's okay.
and stuff like that. And I didn't fully understand what Panoply and Van had in. I always felt like Square Enix was like, dang, we need 2 more characters for this to work.
So here I got a blue squid, and I'm not gonna draw this blue squid, and I don't see how I can add anything Leia related in that one because it's just a blue squid.
The headband.
Should add the headband. I can try to
Yeah,
do that. Maybe make the eyes red too.
Yeah.
I know. Not sure if that's consistent with the rules of Splatoon, but never mind.
Yeah, I agree. At lesser, I think Final Fantasy VI is pretty good.
Yep. 6 was nice.
6, I think when a game, I don't think 7 deserves a remake. I think 6 deserves a remake because this game had so much crazy good ideas. Like there was stuff was going down in that game. Like if they had more abilities to show what's actually happening in the game, it would be so devastating. Some of the stuff I was like, what? Like a single guy killed a whole kingdom.
Yeah, there
Simply
was.
because he was crazy.
Mm-hmm. And this whole poisoning of the castle thing was really
Yeah,
hard.
I was
Holy
shit.
shit. Actually, if you think
Shit.
about it, they had a lot of dark themes. FF12.
Yeah, it was
At,
so
at
dark.
6, I mean.
But I need to say I think 10.2 is actually a good game from the gameplay perspective.
Me too. I
Yeah.
think so too. I think it's like, yeah, I mean, the whole plot is weird and the characters and what they did with the design, but the gameplay was pretty fun. I thought like turning this traditional FF10 system in, it was like the first time they did active time combat with parallel actions, and it was
Yep,
pretty fun. So
exactly.
that was really cool.
And they added a fine detail, which I still love to this day. Whenever you had a healing spell, and you killed all the enemies, you would still execute the healing spell.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And I thought this was like in so many games. I wish that would be the case because I always had to heal after the fight, right? So they just waited for that.
That's nice. I don't even remember this. I just know there was this really weird. What was this kind of turtle enemy with a lamp? I actually forgot the name.
I don't know too.
It was in
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
these
I
in
don't
all
know.
kind of Final Fantasies, and
Adamantium?
No, that's a turtle. No, I mean, not turtle. Like the one with the light bulb who goes there and stabs you to death.
Tomberry.
Tumberry. Yes, exactly. I don't know why it's turtle, but he's kind of like a turtle, isn't he? Like
He's like
another,
what?
like a turtle.
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
say so. He's slow like a turtle.
Yeah, exactly. So he just goes to you very slowly and stabs you. And I really liked how they got this enemy into Final Fantasy 12, 10-2. Like, how it just moves very slowly to you and you're just shooting at it and trying to kill it before it reaches you.
Yeah.
And then
And
it
it
just
was really,
stabs you to
it was
death.
just doing that, right? It was just
Yeah.
walking forwards to you. It was nothing, not doing anything else.
Hmm.
I like that too. Yeah,
Yep.
such cool ideas. I also liked how you like as soon as you kind of switched off the animation on the dress spheres, it was like fun switching between them. It was like the first idea they also reused in Final Fantasy 13, right? You basically switch jobs in combat.
Oh yeah. That's I think that was cool too. I think yeah. Kinda.
And I can understand that the story is completely fan service and everything about it is actually bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I have to say, from a gameplay perspective, I enjoyed Final Fantasy X-2 more than I did 10.
Yeah. That could very well
Uh,
be.
Also, I played through 10-2 multiple times just because the game was so small.
And there was a motivation to play it multiple times because you could miss stuff very easily in this game. That was kind of stupid.
Yeah, and it was like big stuff you could do all over the game, and you had to be at specific times to specific places and stuff like that.
Mm.
I know that they for the remake for the HD versions they actually added a like audio book where they kind of teased a third story in which Yuna kind of breaks up with Tidus, and I like that. I really like that.
Okay.
I was like so hard laughing. I listened to that. I was like, is she doing it? Oh, she's doing it. Oh my god. Best thing ever. Because I
Okay.
don't like Tidus.
Yeah,
I really hate this
he's a
guy.
stupid character. Really.
I just the more, but at least he
But you
told me
know
how
what
to.
we should add here? I just want to post something in here. I hope I still have it. Even I'm sure Nero will hate this if I do this, but I have to. No. A very interesting.
We're just talking about games while people writing.
Huh?
Go ahead, Felix.
I hope it's still there. Let's see. It is! You can listen to the most beautiful thing ever. It's like FF10 related. So here, enjoy. It's composed by Intero, our in-house composer. Like his most amazing piece, I think. Just roughly on topic.
Yeah, well, at least he told us how to laugh. So there's that. I mean, even when I was a child, right? Like this scene and the Sadiki Dane scene,
Yeah.
like I couldn't even be serious. I couldn't even be like, "Oh, this is cute," or I was just like ashamed. Why does this scene? Not only was Titus a stupid character, but also Kimari Ronso. He was so useless.
But
Like, imagine the game without him. What would this game be? Exactly the same. Without the Kimari Ronso fight on Besaid Island.
yeah.
That is the only change. So again, Square Enix thought like, we need another character here. Because we need a character that can copy enemy attacks that the player will never use. Because everyone was just using Wacker.
Yeah, Waka was overkill.
Yeah, he was like overpowered, especially when he got the ball with the stone thingy. He was just like stoning people, and he was the only one who could physically attack flying enemies. I think.
The only one, I mean, except for magic, right?
Except, yeah, that's that's the way I said physically.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think he was the only one who could like throw balls at people. So he's also a great inspiration for CrossCode to find the loop back to the game.
Yeah, Wacker approves
He threw balls
CrossCode.
for a living.
That's true. He should make a Wacker Lear crossover. So just
Yeah.
Wacker just
Teaching Leia how to
teach him
throw
how to throw
balls.
balls. Yeah, that would be a nice crossover.
With this strange accent. You know actually who speaks Wacker? Wacker, the voice actor of Wacker, also speaks Jake the dog in Adventure Time.
Echt?
Same
Seriously?
voice.
Okay, awesome.
Same voice. And even better, I don't remember the game, but in one game, Troy Baker, this guy, I don't remember the name, and how is this guy called that plays Drake?
Nathan Drake. I don't know.
Nathan Drake, right? How was it called? Nolan North,
No, North,
right?
okay.
No,
Yeah,
Nolan North.
I think I know this name. I could be him. I'm not sure.
Nolan North, I think. No, yeah, Nolan North, right? Nolan North, and they were all three in one room and were having like jokes around together. I think I still. I think his name was John DiMaggio.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was John DiMaggio. John DiMaggio is the voice of Wacker and Jake the dog. If you want to laugh, there's a video for you. Yeah, in Final Fantasy X, I did the same with Yuna. At one point, Yuna did max damage physically. More than Tidus, because I never used Tidus.
Mm.
I found his attack pose very disturbing. Like, what was he doing? Was he digging for something, or why was he so low all the time?
Because he need to be low to be ready. I don't know.
Like, Auron had an amazing battle pose, right? He was like chilling with his big sword, and he was like running up to the enemy, just dropping his sword on the enemy and going back. And Tidus was like, I need a kickflip and a back jump, and I need to be very cool.
Oh well. I think I kind of liked the way Tidus was attacking.
No, I couldn't stand it. Really not. And I also didn't want to listen to his voice.
Yeah, that one I can understand. It was really annoying.
Actually,
I just recently saw some Japanese voice acting, and Tidus was sounding much more pleasant in the Japanese version, I have to say.
I can imagine that.
So guys, we got now
You also
a
need
kid
to add
now
a
and a
scar.
squid now. A scar? Oh gosh, damn it! I forgot the scar. Thanks. That's really important, and also for the squid, obviously. So, hee, like this one.
Yeah, right, Drake. The CGI scene with Auron at Lucas Stadium was the bomb. He was just like there and chopping some big monsters and being a badass.
So, now gonna create a small GIF where we just transition between the two.
Oh, actually, Atlessa also suggested the scar. So kudos to Atlessa. She
Thanks.
suggested the scar. People are still being with us when we're talking about games. We should return to the game we're streaming about. The artist name is Felix, aka Luxon. He's also the creative director of CrossCode.
Also doing some programming.
Also doing some programming, right?
And here we go. It's centered now. Kid now,
You
squid
should
now,
definitely
quid now,
use
squid now.
hashtag Splatoon when you post this on
Yep.
or at Splatoon and
So
tweet
we might extend our target demographic that way.
Yeah. I think we should probably create the DeviantArt page at this point.
Yeah. I could just post it on my DeviantArt page really.
Do you think it would make more sense if you would post it on? Well, you have some reach already, so it probably
Yeah,
makes.
I got daily DeviantArt at least once, so I got at least a
Yeah,
bit.
but you got it for sprite animation.
Yeah, I mean I can also post sprite animations on my channel.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we got a kid now, Squid now, a
Squid
kid now.
needs to go a bit to the right. It's not centered.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Wrong one. Yep.
Why is the stream so long? Yeah, we always overdo it. Like we say 2 hours, but when we say 2 hours,
Actually, it's more like 3 hours these days. We can actually say that. Pretty sure. We usually do normal stuff for 2 hours and then just nonsense for up to another hour. We just draw some random stuff because it's fun.
There's a little green pixel. I can see it.
Where? Yeah, on the left, just there will be cut away. Just ignore it. It's just I'm about to. No.
We've done 5 hours once, really?
No, we never did 5 hours. I don't think so. I mean, we once did, I think, 4 hours when we went close to midnight. But I never thought we did 5 hours. Or did we? I think I might have been one where we went over midnight, but not much. What is this strange wiki page about a cube tree?
Yeah, maybe we should report it.
Yeah, I think I totally agree. I don't see what this cube tree thing. So why would you create a page if it's not in the game? It's weird.
Yeah, actually, that's also. Oh, Nintendo World Championship stream is going to. Right. E3 is about to start. Makes sense.
So when does it start tomorrow or?
No,
Tuesday.
Wait, it has to start tomorrow, right?
When I looked, it was
16th.
Yeah, I think so
it was
too.
16th.
So it's like day after tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Or for Tuesday, yeah.
So, creating the GIF now.
I hope all the companies can keep up. I'm not really sure about Microsoft. I hope they can return into the larger scene because we kind of need that competition there.
Yeah, and as far as I understood, they try to do some stuff. I mean, at least they try to become more indie friendly again. It seems that way. At least that's what Deck 13 was telling us.
Can someone post the Twitch link to the Nintendo World Championship thingy? I need something to look at while I'm eating. Sony hopefully can keep up with what they kind of do. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the PS4. And I guess Nintendo will announce their new console, right? I read something about the new console.
Oh, okay. Looking forward to this then. God damn it! Oh, no, it was. I just restarted Photoshop because I thought there was a bug, but there is none. It's just, I was stupid. I mean, Photoshop does some things really which are annoying. Like, I cannot crop with the selection without deleting all the content outside of the cropped area. And that really sucks when using my...
I see. Well, I still think it's better than most other tools.
Yeah,
better though.
They have... the reason why I'm still using it because they have a lot of features that you don't find in other software. And they kind of have this monopoly in that sense, which kind of sucks because in some sense the software really is buggy. What the fuck? How does the how does the mouth look like when you zoom in? It's kind of creepy. Maybe I should change the mouse a bit.
Ooh.
Like I was really
Hashtag what happened. All right, Nintendo always does these online streams so everyone can actually see this, right? So let me get it straight. Nintendo already did Smash today, and they had like big things coming out, and everyone was hyping. So what are they going to do next? So they have to do something Smash related again, probably. I something assume maybe something
Why? You
Mario
mean
Kart. Then I think because it would hype people even more and make more people buy Nintendo software and stuff like that.
you mean Smash again? And they just did something Smash related.
Yeah, I think they will. Something Smash related will probably happen. I can just see that happening.
Okay.
Like I think it's also pretty cool that Nintendo does something Sony don't, because Sony always say greatness awaits, and Nintendo's just like, there you go, we already have the greatness for you today.
For
Like when they
nice
announce
say,
something.
you can download it now.
Yeah, I was
What?
like, so when does Rio come out? Like next month, in 2 months, right? And they say you can download it right now. Like go to the
They're
eShop,
just
buy
warning,
it.
yeah, like there might be some server load though, be careful.
Yeah, it was it
Like
was
right
like
now.
really. Yeah, that was to be expected.
Okay, so I'm gonna decrease the size first a bit.
I'm really hoping for some announcement on the release day of Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Whoa! This is just beautiful. I set an aspect ratio where it just scales down exactly to 300 times 500 pixels.
I did something beautiful.
This is, I don't know, this is fate. This is, like, it's supposed to be a beautiful GIF now. Okay. No, not here.
I also think Nintendo will probably say something about the new Zelda and Starwing. Right, they wanted to bring out a Starwing title this year, and we haven't heard anything from it.
Oh yes, Starwing. That's true.
I'm really I like railgun shooters, so I'm really looking forward, especially when I'm seeing the Lilith curse in Smash Bros. I'm hoping they can like do the same thing. Like that would be
I
epic.
don't want to listen to the song. No, don't play it. Okay.
And finally, we could do a barrel roll again. Do a barrel roll.
Okay, here you go, guys. Here's the GIF.
Yeah, I love how Nintendo always uses these tropes and memes to their advantage. Like they all for the Rio announcement, they used the old Street Fighter 2 title intro with the same music, which was kind of cool. So cool. A Squid now. Okay.
Right. So I think this essentially concludes our stream. So we did created some bunny graphics, created a Squid now, Kid now layer, and it was a nice stream. I mean, we made some progress actually. I mean, creating the first sprites of an enemy, it takes some time. Where is it? Where is it? It's Frobbit. Here we go. Here's a Frobbit.
All right. It's called. I'm sorry. It's called Star Fox in US and Starwing in Europe. I'm sorry. Always played the
A
Europe
kid now,
version.
a squid later. From what I saw, it's like a kid now, squid now, a kid now, squid now. That's what I saw.
Yeah, it's right. I think someone was just trolling you.
Okay. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. It was really nice again. I guess have a nice evening. Have a good start into the next week. Thanks a lot for watching, and any last questions? Yeah, that's actually something we should do first before we close the stream.
Can you separate the kid now, squid now images?
Oh yeah, sure, I can do that. That's no big problem. Okay. Yeah, Squid. It's very redundant. Okay. Just let me. Is the animation too fast? Okay, I can make it slower. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Replace. So that was the kit, and for those who actually want the squid. Okay, I didn't post it. So here's the squid. Come on. And here is the kit. Single versions. And
Yeah, we probably should post them on a update.
I will just tweet them, and we can do a Facebook update with the image. That's pretty fun, actually. Just do that after the stream.
All right.
All right.
I will eat something. I'm so hungry. You all made me so hungry.
All right. So thanks everybody for watching. And until next time, maybe Stefan will do a stream next time, right?
Yeah.
Might
I
work.
really hope. I really hope I have my my desk until then.
Okay.
Everything's set up, and hopefully a bit more in our living room, because right now it's so empty that actually everything is echoing around.
All right. So thanks again for watching, and bye bye.
Yep. Bye.
And